Hey everybody, welcome back to Battle Ready Inc., the channel all about bringing you as much nerdy content as possible. As promised, I am covering the brand new dragon, Frosty. I'm a little bit late, sorry I've been sick, my voice is like super shot right now, but I had time, so I figured I would actually get here and get it done, even if my voice is a little hoarse, because I've got the time to do it, so I got to get this done. So let's look at this brand new dragon, Frosty. As always, if you're new to the channel, please like the video and subscribe if you enjoy content like this. I'm always trying to put out a Dragon Village M video at least once a week, two if I'm able to, depending on how busy I am. But I'm always trying to put out newer and better content for you guys. And if you really enjoy what I do, consider supporting me on Patreon. It's because of all the different Patreon supporters that I have that I'm actually able to continue to put out these videos for you guys every single week. So thank them for another week of videos here, because without them I probably wouldn't be able to keep going. Alright, but without further ado, let's look at this new dragon. So it is, so we got 4 different elements here, no dark type, but it is a support, Nat 5, and flavor text is known to inhabit cold regions at high altitude. These dragons live in groups and have feathers covering their bodies to keep warm in cold environment. So a little confusing on the name there, Frosty. I mean, we're one letter off from Frost, who is like a crystal dragon, like ice dragon. And then this, calling it Frosty, other than the flavor text, does not, I wouldn't think frost at all. Nothing about it looks cold in any of its different forms. So yeah, I don't understand the name translation there, but we're here anyway, so we'll get into it. Alright, but yeah, this thing is awesome. Very cool animations there, like got the laser beams going out of the eyes. Very, very neat, just animation wise. Then the junior dragon, and then the little baby. Oh, I didn't notice the ice cream cone sitting on the floating rock. That is adorable. So, but let's look at these skills here. Alright, so drag skill, we're on Earth right now. Inflict damage with Frost Power Beam. Create a barrier equal to 7% of your max HP on 3 allies with very low HP for 10 seconds. So, it's not like a super high damaging attack. Again, we're a support here. So, a big thing that we're going to be looking at is all these passives that we have. But, I mean, a barrier at 7% of your max HP, so scaling off of HP, that's always nice for a barrier effect on a support type. So, this can easily double as a tank for you. Just put on all HP runes, pretty simple stuff here, HP percentages, and in case your team is ever getting low and your healers are still not able to heal, they're on cooldown or whatever, you can pop this, and it's almost like creating a heal. The barrier only lasts for 10 seconds, but you can bump it up another 5 seconds, so 15 seconds. I mean, that's almost the timer for an entire cooldown on a heal. So if you pop a heal and it's still not enough and you're about to die, you can pop this immediately, like consecutively, and put a barrier on those dragons that are still low to keep them around. And then by the time this 15 seconds wears off, your heals will be ready to go again. So if you're in a situation like that where you just need a heal more than you need an attack. So jumping down, water has the same ability, fire has the same ability, and light has the same ability. So you're gonna get these on all 4 dragons. Same drag skill. All right. Let's see. I don't think any of them. Yeah, no bonuses on there's no 4-slot drag skill on any of these. So all passives, and this is where they're gonna shine, is in the passives. The drag skill is nice for emergencies, but it isn't something that I would really ever actively use. So in case you're running 2 HP dragons or 2 healers normally, you can maybe drop a healer, add this support in for all the other buffs it gives you, as well as an emergency heal type of situation here. So, alright. So first passive here, every set duration grant 2 attack increasing effects to the ally with highest attack for 12 seconds. And you're going to do this on 2 dragons. So 2 attack increasing effects. So I guess in total you're handing out 4 attack increases, just 2 to 2 different allies. And then you can decrease the cooldown by 8 seconds. So you're going to drop the cooldown to 16. So there's only a 4-second time period where you're not going to have the 2 attack increase buffs. Yeah, so I have the Earth. Earth was in the raid up. I think it's still there. And I dropped a DPS in just testing out the damage output that I could do with it. I dropped my Water Wonder Dragon in my the golden potato dungeon that you can get for all the gold, and my DPS, dropping a DPS, mind you, my total score almost doubled. Almost doubled my attack output by dropping a DPS and adding this support. Like, that's how crazy that this is. Just this alone is outstanding. But it's not just this. We'll get to why. Like, this is great and all, but there's something else that's going to set it up even better in a bit. I'll show you. Alright, so on the Water one, every set duration grant attack and attack speed increasing effect to the ally with highest attack speed for 12 seconds. And again, cooldown decreased. If you have, like, I don't know, a Water Iris, and you team them up with this Water Frosty, oh man, you want to talk about some absurd damage output? This right here. Any dragon, really, that's going to scale off of attack speed in combination with this Water Frosty, you're going to be rocking it. Like, the 2 attack increasing effects is nice, but an attack and an attack speed increasing, just amazing. Because you're probably going to run into what this is, you can only have 3 attack increasing effects going on at one time. So if you're combining your team with other dragons that give attack buffs, then you're just going to run out of a space to do that. So you're going to cap out, right? So if you're running like Earth Smart Dragon, who when they heal, they give an attack buff. In combination with this, boom, you're already at your 3 attack buffs. So anyone else that's trying to apply attack buffs, it's not going to work, okay? So just be mindful of that with these two buffs, that you can only have 3 at a time active. So with this, you can still have other dragons giving attack buffs, because this one's doing 1 attack and an attack speed. So just really maxing out on damage in that combination. Same thing for fire. It's got the attack and attack speed. And then light is just like the earth, where you get the 2 attack increasing effects. So next passive here. Every set duration, remove 1 harmful effect from an ally and gain 1 mana. You can decrease it down to 15 seconds for this. Target count of 5. So you're removing harmful effects to your whole team. So, and you're a mana battery. That's nice. Like, that's really, really nice. I love mana batteries in general. I'm a big user of Light Pharaoh. I use Light Pharaoh on several teams in this game, and this is basically like Light Pharaoh, but better. You're giving out more attack buffs, as well as your cleansing, and you're giving mana just like the Light Pharaoh. Although I think Light Pharaoh is on a shorter cooldown on the mana, but that's like only, I think that might be all it does. So, but this dragon is very, very similar to that. But it does beat it out overall, and that's because of this last passive here. And I'll get to that again in a second. Water, same thing here. Remove the harmful effects, gain the mana. Fire here is every set duration grant immune effect to allies with very low HP for 8 seconds, and then you gain the mana. So, immune, so you're just blocking the harmful effects altogether, which isn't bad, but very low HP. I was thinking something like combining this with a team running Wonder Dragon. So if you're running like Water Wonder Dragon and Dark Wonder Dragon, giving them immune effects, so that way, you know, they can't stop the zombie state from happening because they have no HP when that thing triggers. So it's almost like this is guaranteed to go on your zombie dragons every time. At least that's what I'm thinking. That's how it would work. So it should, in theory. And light is the same as fire. But let's get to this passive, this very last one. This is what makes this dragon like so much better than so many other things. I was talking about Light Pharaoh. It's like a better version of Light Pharaoh and all these other skills so far because of the passives are almost the same. It just gives a little. I think Light Pharaoh only gives out 1 attack buff, whereas this gives out either 2 attack buff or 1 attack and 1 attack speed, which is great. So it's a little bit better. It's also a 5-star instead of a 4-star, so it makes sense for it to have a bit of better skills like that. But what it has is this. While you're alive, damage caused by all attacks from attack type allies is increased by 15%. So this skill can't be stacked with the skill of other dragons, so you can't have like one of each of these elements here all giving this 15% buff. But wow, that's almost a rune that he's giving to all your attack types. Just a whole. I've talked about it in my video where I covered like masteries and stuff, that having your masteries is like adding a whole extra rune onto a dragon because of all the buffs it gives. This is like the same thing. You are giving a blanket effect up to your entire team. It says target count of 5. I'm not really sure how that works because it's a support type. So I feel like target count would at max be 4 him and then 4 attack types. I don't know why 5, but it's just kind of their number they go with for the whole team gets a buff kind of thing. But yeah, this effect happens on every one of these guys here. So they all have the same passive. So if you pull any of these, you're gonna be good. Okay. I like the little more generic ones that give the 2 attack increasing effects, because any team can benefit from those. These other ones that have the attack speed, the attack and the attack speed increasing, they're a little more limited on where they can be used. But like I was explaining before, how you cap out on the number of attack buffs you get, the fact that one's attack speed and one's attack, then that leaves room for other support types to give more attack bonuses to those dragons to really maximize on the amount of damage you can do. And like I said, I doubled my damage output, doubled my score from dropping a DPS and adding in this support. So I'm running the Earth Frosty as well as my Light Pharaoh on that team. The golden whatever he is, golden potato guy, the gold dungeon. 2 supports. So I got 2 mana batteries as well as 2 attack increasing effects. It's just absurd how much damage we're increasing, and then the buff here at the very end. So just rocking. I mean, this is probably one of the best supports I think I've seen in the game so far, for DPS wise. Just all these different ways to increase the effectiveness of your team. So you've got 2 ways of increasing damage on 2 different passives, and then the third passive is a mana battery. I mean, that allows you to use more of your attack skills, more of your drag skills on all of your dragons. So you can just cycle between like 3 attack types, and they're all just going like constantly. So I highly recommend trying to pick this up. If you're using, I think it would be a really cool combination to get the water one, water or fire, and in combination with, I think it's a Bagma. That's the one that reduces the cooldowns of your skills, in combination with like an Iris. So you've got a 2 mana cost, or yeah, 2 mana cost drag skill that's just doing crazy damage because of your buffs here off of this guy, as well as you're reducing your cooldowns, and you've got mana batteries. Just ridiculous how much damage you're going to be able to do with this combination here. I think that would be a crazy team to put together. If any of you guys have these dragons, please comment below what you think, if you think they would be a good combination. I think it would be pretty awesome to try out myself. But yeah, if you haven't picked this up yet, you need to pick up at least the Earth before the rate up ends. If you're just sitting on diamonds, waiting for something, waiting on a good raid up to come along, and you don't have a good support already, if you have a light Pharaoh already, you know, maybe you could skip this one if you really feel like you want something else. But this is a dang good support, so I really recommend jumping on it, okay? Earth type, alright? Earth type's where it's at. Free, raid up. So it's almost a guarantee, so that's, I mean, it's almost unpassable. So that's my view on it. If you guys, you know, let me know what you think about this in the comments below on how you think that this dragon performs. Do you think it's worthy of one, like at least I would say top 5, top 3 best support types? I'm not talking about best dragon or nothing, but best support type in the game. I think it definitely is for DPS buffs. There's other, depending on the dungeon you're doing, you know, you need other things, of course, but just a general good support type. I mean, I really feel like this might be where it's at. It could be a really good of use in PvP potentially. Just have to wait and see, I guess. Wait for someone to really master it. No pun intended there because of masteries, but I think it's pretty awesome. But with that, thank you guys for watching. If you, like I said, if you enjoyed the video, please like it, and if you haven't already, subscribe to the channel. If you made it this far into the video, then you enjoyed it enough that I think you'll probably enjoy other videos that I put out. So, but with that, thank you guys, and I'll see you next time.